Hey Cancer, this read is for you guys. So let's go ahead and see what the universe has in store for you guys today. Alrighty, so universe, what messages do you have for Cancer? You have some guidance for them, maybe some insight. Ooh, I guess she does. Let's see what she's got going on here. Patience. Light. Fertility. Solitude. And authority. So just from the cards that I've gotten so far, I feel like we might be speaking to some personal growth and taking time for yourself, for self-care, looking after yourself, taking control of your life and your destiny, and doing what's right for you. Truth, awareness, hope, partnerships and alliances, and recognition and reward. Yeah, so I'm definitely feeling like this read is going to be about you looking after yourself, doing what you need to do in life to make you happy, doing more things for yourself, more self-care. Okay, so I pulled the Four of Pentacles, and he tends to be called the Miser card. I don't know if you can see the picture there. He's holding back. He's hanging on tightly to what he's got. To me, this card, just the immediate reaction that I got when I saw him was that you don't give to yourself. You always hold back from yourself because you're always giving to others. And I feel like these cards are telling you to now take time to give to yourself, to make yourself a priority. I have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups tends to represent new beginnings. I have the Temperance card. The Temperance card speaks of a balance between logic and emotion. And I feel like in this read, I feel like it's representing you taking the time for yourself, for self-care, to look after your own emotions. Because I think there's part of you that feels guilty for doing that. And I feel like if you can take a step back and look at your situation in a different way, you'll see that you don't need to feel guilty, that you do matter, and it is important to look after yourself, and it benefits the people around you to do so. I have the Strength card. I feel like you're a very strong person. I feel like you've been through things in your life that have forced you to grow this inner strength. I have the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords represents triumph. For me, it speaks of this process, this taking time for yourself, this making yourself a priority. Again, doing for yourself. I feel like it's going to give you even more inner strength. It's going to recharge your batteries. It's going to fill you right back up. I feel like you're going to be 10 times stronger, just ready to go at the end of it. I have the Four of Cups here. The Four of Cups can represent an indifference, sometimes being emotionally withdrawn. I feel like it's talking about your tendency to give to others before yourself, to shortchange yourself emotionally, so that you can fulfill the needs of others. I have the High Priestess. To me, she ties in with the Awareness card, and sort of trusting your intuition, trusting your inner self about what it's going to take to make you happy, and sort of growing that part of yourself. I have the Chariot. The Chariot to me represents the universe encouraging you to move forward in this journey of looking after yourself. I have the King of Pentacles. You know what? I feel like he's representing a person, not you. I feel like we might be talking about a relationship here. It might tie in with the Ace of Cups and the partnerships and alliances. And finding somebody who gives of themselves as much as you do is the vibe that I'm getting off of this king. I have the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles represents abundance and happiness. So I have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords can represent a separation, sometimes with a chance of reconciliation. I've heard it called the Heartbreak card. I feel like that's what happened. Heartbreak, and I feel like you got left holding the bag. I feel like that's what the Ten of Wands speaks to. The feeling overburdened, feeling overwhelmed. You got left. You feel like you got left with all the responsibility. And it was overwhelming. I have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords tends to represent feeling trapped in negative emotions, in fear, there's anxiety, depression, having trouble finding your way out of it. And I have the Four of Swords, and to me the Four of Swords represents self-care and taking time to look after yourself, recharge your batteries. And I have the Three of Wands, and I feel like the Three of Wands is also echoing what the Chariot was saying, in being able to move forward in a positive direction towards your goal. And I feel like it's encouraging you through this process, taking time for yourself. I have the King of Wands over here, and I got him on top of that Heartbreak card. So I feel like that is the person from your past. The one that left you feeling like you were holding the bag and all the responsibility. Like they just dumped it on you. I don't get a very nice vibe off of that card. So I don't feel like this person took very good care of you or your needs. I don't feel like they were a very positive influence in your life. I feel like they were more of an anchor weighing you down. I have the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords tends to represent a disappointing ending, but if you can see the light around the swords, the light represents this ending being more beneficial for you in the long run. Even though it was disappointing, I feel like it speaks of this separation, this relationship dissolving, that it hurt, but at the end of the day, it was actually more beneficial for you. I have the Eight of Wands, and when I look at the Eight of Wands, I see the words moving on. So like moving on with your life, leaving this King of Wands behind, what happened with this King of Wands. I feel like you're able to move forward. And I feel within that, the Empress and the Three of Cups. And the Empress to me represents nurturing yourself, looking after yourself, because I also got it on top of that Four of Swords, which to me speaks about self-care, and this journey that you need to start, about making yourself a priority again and taking care of yourself, doing things to feed your soul, things that make you happy again. And then I have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups here represents happiness and celebration. I feel like that's what you're going to be getting a lot more of by doing this. Yeah, I got the Seven of Swords here. So I feel like this next line we're talking more about this old relationship. And the Seven of Swords tends to represent a feeling that something was taken from you unfairly. You caught the short end of the stick. And I definitely feel like that's how it was with this relationship. You just gave and gave and gave of yourself, and they just kept taking. And you definitely feel like you got ripped off in that relationship. You caught the short end of that stick. I have the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords can represent feeling trapped in negative thoughts and emotions, sometimes fear, sometimes anger. I feel like it's where you were at when this ended. I don't feel like it's where you're at right now. I because I feel like you are starting this healing process. You are starting to move forward. But I feel like it's where you were at when this happened. I have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is sometimes called the Apprentice card, and he can speak of academic learning. But I don't feel like he's talking about academic learning in this. I feel like he's talking about a personal learning in this journey that you're on. I have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands can represent working towards a goal over a long period of time. To me, he represents that this relationship with this King of Wands was a long-term relationship. And I think that's why, I think it was confusing when it ended for you two, and it was so sad, is because you were tied to this person for a very long time. I have the Moon card. To me, the Moon card represents truth that we have to find out along the way. I feel like these are personal truths for you, about who you are as a person, about your own value, finding your own value as a person and what matters to you, and what you need to make you happy. I have the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Cups represents abundance in the home life. And I also got the Two of Cups, so I feel like this was also a learning journey as to what you're looking for in a partner and what it would take to make you happy with a partner. So I have the Two of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles can represent balancing or juggling. To me, in this read, it's speaking of an even balance, what you're looking for in a relationship. You want somebody who gives as much as you do. So this King of Pentacles here, the Queen of Swords, to me, speaks of honesty and being honest about what your needs are and what your expectations are in a relationship. And then I feel like the Ten of Pentacles is your end result by being able to do that. The Ten of Pentacles represents abundance. So I feel like the cards are definitely telling you to take the time for self-care, to recharge your batteries, look after yourself, make yourself a priority. I feel like that's going to put you in a position where this King of Pentacles can come along and you can find an even balance in a relationship and find that abundance in the home life. Alrighty guys, that's what this read said to me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to like and subscribe, join our Tarot Harmony community. We'd love to have you. Take care.